Episode 1. The Princess of the Crimson Moon, Full Moon Crown. In the heart of ancient China, where mist danced upon jade mountains and rivers whispered to the wind, stood the grand kingdom of Xianhua, a land of silk, honor, and eternal legends. Princess Lianyu, born under the rare crimson moon, was set to carry the blessing of the heavens. Her beauty was unmatched, eyes soft as lotus petals, hair dark as midnight ink. Yet beyond her grace, she possessed a brave heart and a curious mind that longed to see the world beyond the palace walls. On her 16th spring, as lanterns floated across the palace lake, an old monk arrived from the east. He bowed before the emperor and spoke softly. "The Crimson Moon Princess shall change the fate of dynasties, but only if she follows the path of the dragon's light." The emperor's smile faded. The court grew silent. Lianyu's destiny had begun, a journey of love, loss, and the awakening of powers that even the heavens feared. To be continued. The moon hung low over Xianhua Palace, bathing the marble halls in silver light. Princess Lianyu stood before the ancient mirror in her chamber, the one said to reveal the soul's true power. As her reflection shimmered, the mirror cracked. From its depths a faint voice whispered, "Daughter of the Crimson Moon, awaken." A surge of light burst forth, fierce, golden, divine. Symbols of dragons and phoenixes glowed across her skin before fading into silence. She fell to her knees, trembling. Outside, the royal guard spoke in fear. The princess's chamber glowed like fire. Is the prophecy true? That night, the emperor summoned the monk who once foretold her fate. His words chilled the room. The power has awakened. But if she cannot control it, the empire will drown in flames, fire. Lianyu looked toward the horizon, the first spark of destiny burning in her eyes. To be continued. After the night her power awakened, Princess Lianyu was hidden deep within the palace's secret garden, guarded, watched, and forbidden to step beyond its walls. But destiny does not wait for permission. One stormy night, a masked warrior appeared before her, silent as the wind. His blade bore the mark of the dragon, the same symbol that had burned upon her skin. "I've waited 16 years to protect you, Your Highness," he said, lowering his sword. "You're the light, but every light must learn to face its shadow." He trained her under the moon's glow, teaching her to control the energy that burned within her veins. With every strike, the air shimmered with power. With every heartbeat, the prophecy grew nearer. But in the depths of the palace, a betrayal was already blooming. The emperor's closest advisor had seen the crimson glow and whispered, "The princess must never live to fulfill the prophecy." As dawn broke, the warrior sensed danger. "They're coming for you, princess. Tonight, you must choose, flee or fight." Under the cover of midnight rain, Princess Lianyu fled the grand palace she once called home. Her silken robes were replaced with coarse peasant cloth, her crown left behind on a marble floor stained by betrayal. The masked warrior led her through hidden tunnels beneath the palace, paths carved centuries ago by rebel monks. Behind them, the sound of soldiers echoed like thunder. "Your Highness," he whispered, "from now on, you are not a princess. You are May, a simple village girl." They reached a small valley surrounded by golden rice fields. The air was calm, the people humble, their laughter pure. For the first time, Lianyu tasted freedom and the warmth of a world untouched by royal lies. She helped the villagers harvest crops, learned to cook by the fire, and smiled for real, though her eyes still carried the weight of destiny. But one night, as lanterns flickered, she saw a strange red glow rising beyond the mountains, the same color as the moon of her birth. The prophecy was calling her again, and peace would not last long. To be continued. Under the soft glow of lanterns, the ancient village came alive. Stalls lined the narrow streets, the scent of roasted chestnuts and jasmine tea filled the cool night air. Children chased fireflies, their laughter echoing through the moonlit fields. Old men played flute near the tea house, while women bargained cheerfully over silk and spices. The villagers laughed, ate, and shared stories under the crimson moon, glowing like a guardian in the sky. Among them sat Princess Lianyu, now simply May, wrapped in a plain shawl. She watched the warmth of life unfold, laughter, love, simplicity, the things she never knew behind palace walls. She smiled quietly, her heart calm for the first time. The world she once longed to protect now surrounded her, full of peace and light. As the breeze brushed her hair, she whispered, "Perhaps this is what I was meant to save." The village of Linen slept peacefully under the silver sky until the sound of galloping hooves shattered the night. Raiders from the northern border stormed in, setting homes ablaze and stealing what little the farmers owned. Princess Lianyu, now living as May, ran into the chaos. The villagers cried, "Hide, girl. You'll be killed." But something inside her refused to run. The same crimson glow that once cursed her veins began to pulse again. Her heartbeat roared like a dragon's cry. She raised her hands, and light burst forth. Flames shaped like phoenix wings spiraled around her, shielding the villagers and driving the raiders back in terror. The sky turned red as dawn, and her voice echoed through the valley. "No more suffering, not in my name." When the fire vanished, silence fell. Crops were saved. The invaders fled. The villagers stared at her, trembling, their simple farm girl glowing with the power of the gods. The legend of the Crimson Moon had returned. To be continued. Morning sunlight spilled over the peaceful village of Linen. The chaos of battle was now just a memory. No one remembered who May truly was. To them, she was simply the quiet girl who helped at the market, smiled at children, and brought calm wherever she went. The streets buzzed with life, merchants calling out, children laughing, and the smell of steamed buns drifting through the air. May walked through the marketplace, her basket filled with flowers and fresh fruit. Her laughter was soft, like wind through bamboo. Then, a young warrior passing through the village stopped in his tracks. His armor glimmered under the sun, but his heart felt something far brighter. Their eyes met, her calm against his fire. Time seemed to pause. The noise of the market faded. He felt as if he'd known her across lifetimes. "I've fought 100 battles," he murmured, "but none ever stole my breath like this." May smiled gently, unaware that destiny was weaving love into her legend. For the first time since her fall from royalty, the Crimson Moon Princess felt truly alive again. To be continued. Days turned into weeks, and the bond between May and the mysterious warrior deepened. He often visited the village, bringing rare spices and stories from distant lands. May felt peace with him, a kind she never knew even as a princess. One evening, as lanterns shimmered over the lake, the warrior finally spoke the truth. "May, I am not what I seem. My name is Prince Jian of the Longyun Dynasty, heir to a distant kingdom across the mountains." May's eyes widened, but her heart did not waver. She smiled softly. "Then a king has fallen for a peasant girl." He took her hand and said, "No, a king has found his queen." Under the crimson moon, the village gathered to witness their union, a simple, heartfelt wedding beneath lanterns and laughter. No crowns, no thrones, only love. In time, they journeyed to his faraway dynasty, where peace and prosperity followed their reign. The prophecy had come true, not through war or power, but through love that healed kingdoms. The Crimson Moon Princess was finally home. The end, or perhaps a new beginning.